I'm going to be showing you how and where to save your files. And this is a very important step because you don't want to be working on assignments that you might have done for not only just one class period, but maybe you've done it for a few days. And then you try to save it and it doesn't save correctly or it doesn't save in the right spot. So you really need to know where you are saving your files, where's the best place to save them. Saving them on your desktop is not the best place, it might be the worst place. So I want to show you where to save files. And this doesn't matter if it's a Word document, a PowerPoint, an Excel sheet, an AI, Adobe Illustrator file. I'm going to show you where you want to save them so they don't get lost. And you could open them up in any computer. So let's say, for example, we have this file right here. This is a Word document. What you want to do is you want to go to File, you want to go to Save As, and there are other ways of saving, right? I'm going to show you my way, which is probably the easiest way, but there are other ways that other students may have to save. But if you're not sure, I would highly recommend that you save it the way I'm going to be showing you. So what we want to do next is we're going to click on Browse, and then this window pops up. Now this window will have all of these icons on the left side here, and you could save it on your desktop, but like I said, I don't recommend that. A lot of students have lost work that they've been doing for a few days, even if they saved it on their desktop. And so what we want to do is we want to scroll down here and we want to save it to our student drive. Okay, so I see my student drive, or my teacher drive should I say, right here because I can see my username. You will be able to see your username as well. What I'm going to do to show it to you a little bit easier is I'm going to click on this PC. Okay, when I click on that, it shows me all my drives that I have. So this is my teacher drive. For you, it'll be your student drive. It'll have your username, like I said. If I double click inside of it, I can see other stuff that I have. So I'm going to click it, I'm going to save it in here, and I already named it, so I'm going to click Save. One other thing that I would recommend that you do when you're saving it to your student drive is, let me go ahead and open that up. And so look for your username. That'll mean that that's your student drive. I'm going to double click. I'm going to close this since I already saved it in my drive. And now what I would recommend is to create folders. You could create folders for all of your classes, and then it'll be organized in a way where it's much easier to look for and access. So I'm going to click on New, and then I'm going to click on Folder to create my folder inside of my student drive. So in this case, I would just write Digital Arts and Animation. You might have an English class, you might have a math class, you might have a history folder, and so on. So now that I have my Digital Arts and Animation folder, I could click on that file that I saved in here and move it over to my Digital Arts and Animation folder. And then I could double click on it and I'll see it in there. So saving stuff on your student drive allows you to access it wherever you are on campus. Okay, doesn't matter what computer you use on campus, you'll always be able to go there to your student drive and open whatever you saved in there. You could work on that assignment from any computer. So that's the beauty of saving stuff in your student drive. Now, even better than that would be saving it on the cloud or saving it what's known as your Google Drive. So in order to do that, I'm going to continue to have this open, and I'm going to show you here my Google Drive. And so this is the Google Drive. You could open this anywhere outside of school, in school or outside of school. So you have access wherever you are. So let's say, for example, I wanted to save it in here. What I would do is, number one, like I said before, I would recommend that you create a folder for that particular class. So for me, I would click right here, New, and then go ahead and click on New Folder, and now I could create that class. Okay, for me it's just Digital Arts and Animation. For you it might be Math, and so on. So now that I have this, okay, now I could go ahead and put my file inside of here. So I went ahead and opened that file, as you see here, and there's nothing in there because I just created it. But all I have to do now is, from my student drive, is like click on it and drag it in here, drop it in there, and then it uploads. And so now it's inside of my Digital Arts and Animation folder. So this is the best method. This is the best place to save your work because you have access to it literally anywhere in the world as long as you have internet connection.